Picking out a moment, on page 179, Bly includes an excerpt from a 12-year-old student's English assignment depicting, among other sufferings, the beating of kids in an orphanage. The English teacher is then said to comment on the syntax or the spelling of inconsistencies in the writing. This reveals a flaw of teachers in analyzing method and not the content of a student's writing. Students then notice that nothing is said of the plot, which contributes to the larger issue of how focusing on the mechanics and purely factual information in children's texts convinces them that their feelings aren't worthy of expression. Bly takes this beyond the classroom, explaining how the feelings in children's work come from the realities of their everyday life. On page 181, she claims that repressing a child's feelings on genuine experiences will turn them into drones, which are people engaging in repetitive, conveyor belt style lives. This relates to Bly's universal idea that we are deprived of the ability to express ourselves starting from a very young age. And a question that I had about the reading was, to what extent would Bly contend that I have been deprived of expression, most notably by my public school teachers? I would like to know, because although I do believe that I've been given plenty of times to express my feelings in my work, I worry that I may be steering towards the drone lifestyle that Bly commonly refers to in her essays. And on page 175, Bly identifies a conflict where our society is training kids to be problem solvers, but not in the face of hopeless causes. She uses the example of a doctor who avoids dying patients to show how we keep the subject of death at a low level of consciousness because it resists problem solving. I know that I personally have moved away from the subjects of death and even climate change because I feel that they are beyond my control, and I admit that I usually seek instant gratification from solving simple problems. Going forward, I think it's important for us, as Bly lays out on 176, to preserve both our problem-solving nature and the contemplation of larger things.